Hello viewers, welcome to our Stagewise tutorial series. Here we will guide you through unlocking the full potential of your business using Stagewise. Stagewise is a powerful and comprehensive business software solution. It has array of modules like CRM, lead management, HRMS, ticket task and ticketing systems, dispatch, purchase, payments. It is an all-in-one solution for streamlining your operation and boosting productivity. So let's delve into each module step by step. So today we are going to learn about human resource management system, which has sub-modules, payrolls, attendance, leave requests, employee rules, employee loans, etc., etc. So you can get your Stagewise server in a very reasonable rate by clicking the link in the description below, and it has a very intuitive UI as you'll see in the tutorial, and it helps businesses understand the workflows very well, and it is very easy for employees to use as well, so it reduces the training period by a very considerable amount. All right, so I'm hoping you have your own server, Stagewise server. If not, you can create it as I instructed you. However, so I'm just going to, so you'll have this own URL if you have your own server, and by which when you enter that URL, you are in the login screen. And also when you buy the software, you'll get an admin account and username and password. So you just have to enter that and you'll be into your system. All right, so this is a lot of data because this is already used server, and you guys might have limited data according to your use cases. And also, as this is an admin account, it has all the module access. However, there is role management system where you can restrict employees by their use cases and only allow them to see things that they need to see. Anyway, so now we'll see how to add users and employees. So as you can see, there's this organization settings. As you click on that, you'll find employee section. So when you go into employee, you get this whole list of employees that are currently registered in the company. As you can see, there's this number 52, which is the total number of active users. However, this is limited, and it depends on the number of license you have bought the server for. So currently this is for 100 users, but you can increase up to like whatever number. All right, so yeah, so again, so I'll enter into employee and then I'll click on the add employee button, right? So as I click that, I get into this whole screen where I can just enter the name Raj, let's say Raj Shah, right? Sorry. Then I'll just enter a phone number. I'll just keep it random. This is 10 characters. I'll also enter a family phone number just for reference. Okay, I'll just enter a address, let's say 21 Akashwani Society. I'll enter a date of birth. Let's say, yeah, yeah. All right. So this was the personal information tab. I'll just close it. Now we are in employee account settings. So all right, so I this is where you create a username for the uh, employee. So I'll say, let's say, right, so this is the username. This is an auto-generated password. I'll keep it simple for now. All right, this is joining date. Let's suppose Raj joined today, so the joining date is 14th May, today's date. All right, now this is an important section, employee roles. So this is a role management system and role access control system where you can uh, decide what employee gets to see what and what is the role access they get, right? So there are a lot of different roles, and these are self-created roles. I'll show you in a further section how you can create a role and restrict access control to a particular employee. So currently, administrator has this admin role, which gives an access to everything. but for an employee we'll just give it this role. All right, so employee access role. So now Raj just can see few things like their payrolls, their attendance, and other things. Okay, so this is an enabled employee. Login is allowed. Yes. This is a bank. So this is a employee account settings, and now we come to bank account details. So yeah, so let's assume his salary account name is Raj as well. I will just quickly enter a random account number. Let's say salary account time. Let's say current. Bank account, Bank of India, bank name, branch, let's say RVD. Okay, so this is bank details are done. Now we come to payroll attributes. So first list is, all right, company name. So what does it mean? So even you have a single server, it's possible that you're managing multiple companies at the same time, because many companies do that. They have subsidiary and daughter companies. So by this, you can select, okay, which company do you want to associate this employee with? So let's say this. All right, this is salary type. So it decides on what is the matrix of the salary. So fixed is basically where you can decide exactly amount which will be paid to the employee. Fixed, which doesn't matter on any criteria. Second, you have hourly salaries, where you can decide an hourly rate and then associate a salary with the employee. Third is day-based salary. So day-based means, let's say if an employee attends 15 days in a month, then you can decide, okay, just pay for 15 days. So it's a day-based salary. And the fourth is just contract. So just contract is a contracting based system where as you deliver items, you get paid, right? So this contract is actually also a subset of all the first three types as well, and it is also just contract. So there are four types. So let's say we fix hourly base salary. All right, for now. Now we will select a payment type. This is just for uh, checkpoints and tags. So let's say check. Hourly rate. Let's decide 500 rupees for as an hourly rate. Now so we can keep this fixed salary and day based salary as empty, because we have selected hourly thing. If I selected fixed or days, then I have to fill in this or this detail depending on what type I select, and other two fields will be ignored. So currently hourly is important, so I have to enter there. All right, so this is basic details. Now we come to constraints. So constraints is basically, let's say, allowed latest in time. So you can decide each and employee's time like threshold, right? So let's say if I've given 10:30 as in maximum check-in or login time, right? So if the, let's say, the user checks in at let's say 11 a.m., then we can define different rules that this employee will be penalized. So this is this particular field here decides that whether the employee was on time or not. Then second parameter, late in time allowed minutes. So as you can see, so this is a threshold. Basically these two fields are connected. How it is connected, let's say 10:30 is your latest login time, and the user logs in, let's say 10:31 a.m., just 1 minute late, still he'll be penalized. So this is a threshold mechanism. So let's say I say 60 minutes in a month, right? So let's say if 10:31 he was logged in the first day, the second day he logs in at 10:35, so 1 plus 5, that is 6 minutes late. So this threshold 6 minutes, right? So I've given a threshold of 60 minutes. So in a month the user can get, or the employee can get late by 60 minutes. Till then no penalty will be deducted. So this parameters you can set individually for all the employees. So the third parameter is expected working hours. So you have decided of hourly rate, but you can also decide that how many hours is I'm expecting you to deliver in a month. So this is that parameter. This is a half day working hours. So how many hours do you consider as a half day? So I'll say 4. And let's say how many working hours you consider as a full day. So I'll say 7. So let's say if an employee attends 6 hours in a day, that would be counted as, because it is between 4 and 7, it would be counted as a half day. So when the half day is detected, you can design different parameters which can penalize the employee on a half day or a full day or whatever matrix it is. Again, all this is connected with the leave management system as well. So if the employee has taken a leave on that day, all these parameters can be bypassed. So that's the beauty of it. But so these are the basic constraints that you want to apply to a specific individual. All right, so this is extras. Is this employee eligible for paid leave? So let's just check it. Yes. Eligible for extra working hours. So this is basically, let's say you have expected 200 hours, but let's say if the employee attends for let's say 250 hours, right? So 50 hours more. So in that case, you can give them extra work rewards. So let's say 500 was an hourly rate, you can give extra working 0.5, that is 50% more whenever this threshold is crossed. Now this is snack allowance. I'll keep it 0, 0. You can keep it whatever you want. And this also you can change this when you create a payrolls. This is, we are creating just an employee. So these are basic default rates. Security deposit reduction. So this mechanism is used for if you have heard different schemes, PF schemes or different type of schemes. So I'll say, let's say 1,000. It's a good value. So if at every payroll, 1,000 rupees from the employee payroll will be deducted, 1,000 rupees, and 1,000 rupees company will add into his security deposit account. So after every payroll, 2,000 rupees will be added into his payroll account, and that payroll account can be connected to different government schemes like PF and other schemes where the employee can redeem these values for insurance and other things. So these two fields are used for that. So this is salary increment month, so you can decide auto increment whenever you want it. So assume I'll select today is May, so I'll select next year the increment should happen. So you can select that, and this is an absolute error percentage. You can keep it 0 for now, it doesn't matter. Okay, so this is a contract item rate as I was talking about. So let's assume Raj is an carpenter, let's say. So he might have a lot of things. So let's say table polishing. So I'll give him 230 rupees every table polishing. Then chair polishing, right? So I'll give 200 rupees. So these are auto values which was saved in the database. So that's why it is fetching it. But you can write your own values as well, right? So this is possible. No, sorry, this has to be number. But you get the flow, so we'll just cancel it. So there are two key value pairs where we can dictate the contact item rates. So for one table polishing, 230 rupees. For one chair polishing, 200 rupees. You can also import and export a CSV where if you have a long list, you can fill it in Excel and give it here. Now this is a work profile. It's a basic job profile that you can write down here. Your role is as a carpenter, and by here you can write down any legal things where the employee can also read their profile. You can also read that profile. So if you are managing 100 people and you just want to check what individual employee's profile is, and so you can just keep adding it here, right? So it acts as a legal framework document where both the parties can see. These are the documents where you can put your offer letter, your government details for the employee and other things. So you can select multiple files here. So after you are done with this, you just have to click the submit button and the employee is added successfully. So if I just type Raj, so you can see this employee is added. Employee ID is 91 and it's here. So just to clear a quick doubt, basically there are 53 employees and you might be wondering why 91 ID was assigned to Raj. That is because the in a company the rotation keeps happening, right? So that's why when we select all the employees, there are 91 employees which have joined and some of them left, right? So that is a rotation period where some employees go and come and go, and you also want to preserve the data for the employees which were gone. So that is the reason, right? So this is the employee that is created. Yes, now the employee has been created, and now we will see how we can log into this employee's account. So this is currently admin account, and we'll be logging into this employee's account. So we'll copy the username, and we'll go into the new screen. We'll just uh, enter the email ID. I'll enter the password, and yes. So as you can see, we have logged into this employee is account, and as you can distinctly see, this is very different than the admin account, clearly because there are roles are very limited. It's just an employee access, while admin has lot of modules and lot of access. And this is very simple and easily achievable using the manage roles module. So if you go into this, you can check this employer access role. If you click on this edit and let's expand all, so you can see the roles granted to this particular employee, right? So you can see only few modules have been given access. So I'll quickly show you how you can add a different role. I'll create, let's say, payroll temp, right? And I'll go into and give the payroll side uh, access. So you can see payrolls is here, but not this actually. Yeah, human resource management, and you can go to payroll, and I'll give the payroll access to this particular role. I'll submit. All right, so now as you can see, this role has been created, payroll temp. Now I'll go into this employee. I'll just edit, and I'll enter payroll temp. So this, I have given this role, added this role to this user, and if I click on submit, the role has been assigned, as you can see. And if I go into the employee screen now, and if I just hit the refresh button, you can see the payroll module has been given access to. Now obviously this was a bad move, because payroll access should be just with the admin or higher authorities. So I just showed this for trial, and I'll just go and remove the access again, right? So if I just go there and do this, and as you can see, I'll have to refresh. If you try to yeah, yeah, so as you can see, the access has been revoked, so one refresh is necessary. So yeah, so now we'll be seeing how to create payrolls for this particular employee. Now we will check the employees payrolls. As you can see, there is no existing payroll because this is a new employee. Same with calendar punching in, there is no punch in time for any a month, and also there are no leave requests. So now we'll go into the uh, admin account, and we will go in the calendar page just to check how it works. Now let's go to, let's say, April month. There are four marked Sunday holidays. All right, you can delete any one of them and also add it back depending on the use case, right? So these are the types of holidays, right? So we will check it for, let's say, Sunday, and make it paid leave, right? This is a random date, but let's make it a paid leave. So this converts into paid leave. So now this calendar is updated, right? So if you check the employee calendar and we just update it, and we just check it for April, you can see all the dates have been updated, and so your employees can stay updated which date are the holidays, where when is the paid leave, and they can be tracking those parameters. All right, so now what we'll do is we'll go into the attendance module. Now this is a very um, detailed module. So let's say I search Raj, and we will check view logs. As you can see, there is no logs, and we will try adding a log. So there are two ways Currently, there is a facial recognition mode where you can, when user can, the employee can go in to the module and unlock it. And as you can see, there is a facial recognition coming up. I have bypassed it for, currently for the demo purpose, but yeah, they can click their own picture, and then they can, this gets unlocked and they can mark as in, right? So this is one way, and you can also add different biometric options like fingerprint or whatever location based attendance and ID cards. So all those mechanism can be integrated here. So as you can see, this is in, and let's say after like 1 or 2 hours, the employee wants to log out. So I'll click on it again and mark as out. So yep. So now we'll check the list view. So as you can see, it's a 0 because it's barely an hour. So it's just a 1 minute difference. But again, you can edit all those things using your admin portal. So let's say this is in time. So 9 hours 54 minutes. Now we check the calendar view. You can see here the punching time, and the similar thing is updated in the uh, user calendar, right? 9 hours 54 minutes. Now let's do add a leave request from this employee. So employee can log into their account, and then they can just simply add a leave request. um, I have emergency, let's say. All right, medical emergency. They can put it, and they can say, let's say, what was the date they are looking the emergency at. So let's say 21st. All right, and they'll submit this. So as you can see, they have created a leave request, and it shows in the pending list in their leaves column. Now we'll check in the admin application. There's a leave request tabs. You can give this access to any users you want who can agree, right? So I have emergency by Raj Shah. So we'll click on that. Now, depending on our perception, we can approve or reject. Let's say we approve this leave, right? So this leave is approved. Now, if you go to the employee account and check his calendar, you can see there is a 21st May is an approved leave. So now, even if the employee doesn't come on this day, he won't be penalized on the payroll day. So this has been added, and also his leaves will be approved. As you can see, this is an approved leave. So yes. So you can also see there is a notification arrived. So if you click on that, it shows leave request was approved. So user can go and check, okay, which leave has been approved by the admin. Now I will go into attendance module, and so again, so this attendance module access has to be given only on the places where there is an entry point. Like you can make account like attendance accounts where wherever the employees can punch in their time. So this module is to be given access only to those accounts, not to employees. So I'm going to go on the Raj profile, and I'm going to add few logs manually so that it can create. So this was one uh, demo. So I will add another uh, log. Let's say 9 a.m. 2nd April to 8 p.m. 2nd April, right? So as you can see, all right, so I'll just have to hit the refresh button. This is May, and if we check April, we see there are two logs already there. Now, as you can see, I have added all the logs manually and created and scenario where employee has uh, punched in for 180 hours in total from this data. This two 15th and 16th are the holidays approved that the employee has asked. 18 is a company given paid holiday, and all the yellow markers are Sundays. And also you can see there are two holidays that employee didn't ask the employer, so 4 and 13, so he will be penalized for these 2 days. And also you can see on the 5th he just attended 5 hours, which was even not approved. Also you can see, all right, so 22nd May is also an empty day, so he will be penalized for this as well. Okay, so now we are going to go and create a payroll for this employee. All right, okay, so we are in admin account again. We'll go to payroll. We'll click on generate new payroll. Now, because we have fed all the data for April month, we are going to select April. All right, so we have an option to select all the employees and make instantaneous payroll for everyone, but we are going to stick for just one payroll for the demo purpose. All right, so as soon as I created this payroll, now you can go and we can check in this employee payroll, my payroll table, and you can see his first payroll has been created. Now he has three options: either to fill the submission form, which can ask them to fill out reimbursement data, contract data, or many other datas that they want. This is a query where they can raise the queries, and this is the salary slip where they can see the salary slip. Now, of course, salary slip is not available yet because this is still unprocessed and nothing has been done yet. Now I'm just gonna click on the edit button, which will edit the payroll for the employee. And again, there are too many context switching because I'm going from admin account to the employee account. So you need to make that sure. Now, as soon as I clicked on the edit button, as you can see, the attendance input was fetched automatically. The number of working hours were fetched automatically. uh, Paid leave, 3 full day penalties, 1 half day penalty, everything has been fetched automatically. I'm gonna show you how did they calculate it. So as you can see, there are three penalties, full day penalties, 4, 13, and 22, because you employee did not give a leave request. So there are three, and on 5th it was a half day, right? And still the user did not take any leave or half day leave or anything of that sort. So it has been penalized for this, and yeah, and this is a paid leave basically. So paid leave is again this 18th, so he'll get the extra pay for that. So as you can see, everything is selected autonomously. Now you can see contract item quantity. Currently it's 00 because user have, or the employee has not given any input. Now I'll show you how this data will also be auto fetched once the employee fills their form. So I'm switching back again to the employee account. I'm going to my payroll and I'll click on fill form. Now here's two options to select, either a loan deduction, that okay, in this month how much loan deduction do I want. If nothing, then they can keep it 0. Now let's say he had two tasks, chair polishing and table polishing, and he knew, okay, I did 5 chair polishing and 3 table polishing this month. And here they can write some remark: please consider my penalties, let's say. All right, and in other allowance they can give a reimbursement details. So let's say this. All right, and submit. So now this form has been submitted. Now as you can see, when we go to the edit tab from the admin account in the payroll, you will see a lot of this detail has already been fetched as the attendance matrix was, and this employee input form submission is closed. So we have captured the employee data where we know, okay, petrol is 450, chair polishing was 5, 3, and again, so now as an admin or higher authority, you can change according to the norms, or you felt, okay, this was wrong, so we can do the deductions. You can do the loan deduction. So this is a master control, so all the things you can do, but you can at the same time take inputs from the employees. So now this comes, okay, do you want to apply professional tax? This is auto fetch from the government website, so you don't need to worry about the uh, whatever the rules and regulations of tax are. This is rewards and penalties. This is also auto fetched. So currently I'm going to just show you this detail as well. So what I'll do is, and also I have to show you the loan deduction thing. So I'll show you that as well. So now we're going to keep this salary payroll pending, and we're going to move to employee dashboard, and I'm going to type Raj. I'm going to go in his account, and I'm going to reward him for certain good work. All right. Table was really perfectly polished. Let's say. And I'm gonna give him 2,000 rupees as a reward. All right. And the same thing can be happen with sorry, my bad. Same thing can happen with penalties as well. So as the reward was, you can also penalize him for chair was bad. 300 rupees for that. Okay. So you added a penalty and a reward. At the same time, what you can do is also there is an also tab for loans, right? So by loans, what you mean is, supposingly the employee was in need of some money, and you granted him some advance as a loan money, right? So you can add into his tab. Let's say he took 75,000 so Diwali needs. So he took 75,000 as a loan, and so you can just submit it. So this tab is maintained here. So now what will I do is, so I've added penalties, loans, and rewards. So now I'll go again into, and this all the things can be added at any point of time, not at the point of time when you're creating a salary, but whenever the need arises. Supposingly mid month you decided to penalize him, so you can just add it in his penalty, and it will reflect every month in the payroll section. So you don't have to worry about, or you don't have to remember all those things. Similarly with the loans, you can just grant him, and it will happen. So now I'll click on edit. So as you can see, this all is auto fetch, everything is connected. And as you can see, rewards and penalties have also been connected, and now you have a choice to either you can cancel it, right? You can cancel all those things, or you can keep it as it is. So I can cancel it, and when I refresh, it will automatically fetch from the rewards table. Also, as you can see, there is pending loan of 75,000. So I will also write, all right, 3,000 rupees I want to deduct this month from the loans that have been granted to you. And I can write any remarks, and if no, then no, right? So this has been done. Petrol allowance has been granted. This I'll change to 400 again, because I feel 450 was more. Please consider my penalties. It's the employee's remark. So I will, from 3 days, I will just give 1 day penalty. So this is done. And now I just hit on submit. And as you can see, the salary has been created. Now I'll explain you the salary from the employee account. So we'll go to the employee account. We'll just hit the refresh to make sure everything else. So as you can see, there's a notification here which says your salary slip was generated. If you click here, you automatically redirect to the salary. But if not, you can go to my payrolls, then you can see, and now you can click on salary slip, and you can check your whole salary. So yeah, so this is employee basic details, this is payment details, this is salary details, right? Why 1 lakh rupees is because we selected, for 200 rupees, 200 hours, maximum hours, we selected 500 rupees as the working hourly rate for the employee. I can show you back here. We'll go to employee, again this, edit. So as you can see, hourly rate of 500 for expected working hours of 200. If you multiply this to factor, you'll get a basic salary of 1 lakh rupees. So this is a basic salary. It doesn't mean he'll get this much, right? So what total working hours were 180 hours. That's why if you multiply 180 into 500, 180.3 into 500, you will get this figure. That's why our base salary is 90,150. Now Overtime work salary or rewards is zero. Paid leave salary. This is one day which he was on 18th of May. We gave paid leave. This is that amount. How it is decided is 8 hours is considered a working day into 500, which gives us 4,000 rupees. This is contract based salary. So we had decided the rates for chair polishing and table polishing 200 and 230 respectively, and the quantity was decided by the or fed by the employee and approved by us. That's why this two amount came by, and the summation of this is this. Rewards, of course, we gave him 2,000 rupees rewards. Then there was no travel allowance, snack allowance, phone bill. You can add if you want. There was 400 rupees of reimbursement. It was 450, but we verified and we checked. Okay, we want to keep it 400. So this is 400. Then there is full day penalties, which is which has been applied, which is one full day penalty. Then this is one half day penalty, and there was this also other penalties. Chair was bad, which was manually added 300 rupees. That also is deducted. Then security deposit 1,000 rupees is deducted from his account, and more 1,000 rupees will be added by the company. So you can see 1,000 rupees is deducted here, but 1,000 rupees is also added by the company, which is a PF scheme mechanism. So 2,000 rupees here, and advance of 3,000 rupees has been deducted. So as you can see, total advance was 75,000, but when you deduct 3,000 from it, you get 72,000. So company balance is sorted that way. This is the professional tax which was applied, and after everything is done, this amount can be changed on the runtime, and you can decide what clauses to be there. It will be auto fetched. Currently, it is auto fetched to be 200 rupees. Yes. So as you can see, the salary, if you just add everything down the line, you'll receive this is the net pay, and this is done. But let's say that the employee had a query. So he'll go into this query section, and okay, so query raising is disabled, but yeah, as a employer, you can start the query raising. So you can start query raising. So once query raising has been started, now you go back to the employee account and you refresh, your query raising has been enabled. All right, so I'll add a query, and please consider my penalties. I will not repeat it, right? So the query has been raised from the employee. Now you can just refresh this, and you'll be able to see that one query has been raised here, right, by Raj. So when you click, all right, so you read this, that please consider his penalties, and you feel like, okay, let's just give him the benefit of doubt and let's wait it out. So I'm just gonna cancel all the penalties. Also, I'm gonna cancel this thing as well, right? And I will also cancel the rewards, because that's the punishment that he gets, right? So reward is also nullified. I am sorry. So now, as you can see, all the penalties have been removed, and rewards has also been removed, and automatically the real pay has been modified. So now you can see the payroll here will also be updated, as I showed. So yeah, this was the basic process of creating a payroll, and now you can simply, if you think everything is fine and everything was uh, properly executed, you can just click on the lock button, and when you click on the lock button, the salary is locked forever, and you can still delete it with a very, obviously you have to input this, so it's a tough deletion, and it is for a reason, so that you don't miss out on your data. But yeah, this payroll has been created, salary slip has been generated and granted, and the user also gets this thing. uh, as you can see, the status is processed and everything is finalized. Yeah, the user can just go here and download the PDF that they require, right? So yeah, this was a basic payroll module and payroll attendance, leave request, and employee management system. So I hope you liked the video, and if any doubts, you can go in the comment section and write it down, and we'll reach to you very shortly regarding that. Thank you so much.